Big Z Reviews. Galaxy Quest is a 1999 science fiction comedy that is very meta and is really a great kind of cult hit that I did really enjoy, and I watched it recently and I still really enjoyed it.
The intrepid crew of the NSEA Protector!
Commander, I must speak to you. It is a matter of supreme importance. You are our last hope.
Maybe I should get some pants on.
Sir, it's Saris.
They bring a new commander.
Guys, I was there. I was up there. Remember yesterday at the convention? Those people dressed like aliens? They were aliens.
So this is the 20th anniversary of the release of the film. And the reason kind of reviewing it is because of my favorite YouTube channel, Screen Junkies, and now they're owned by Fandom. But they did a documentary about the creation of Galaxy Quest. And I traveled 2 hours to see it in a FASM event. But beforehand, I wanted to, rewatch the movie again. So since I was rewatching it, I thought I'd also give it a review. And it actually really holds up. It's been a little bit since I last saw it. I think I saw it in theaters when I was young, 20 years ago. And I've seen it a couple times since. But, seeing it most recently, I almost kind of liked it more, as an adult, There's a lot here. It's not a kid's film. I know, they tried to sell it as a kid's film, but the studio wasn't sure what to do with it. But there's a lot here about, about fandom, about being a fan of something, and about the actors. It's very meta, because the whole idea is that this is a facsimile of the old Star Trek. And there are these characters that were on that show, and now later they're doing the Comic-Con circuits and that's how they're making money now. None of them have really gotten any other big show or big movie afterhand, so they're all kind of relying on still something they did years ago. But the problem is that a group of aliens have received this telecommunications signal that carrying the old Star Trekian style show, and they think it's real. Their culture, they don't have a concept of lies and deception. So they think they're historical documents, and they become so obsessed on it, they actually use it to create the ship in the show, and to actually create everything. They create intergalactic travel, and go, and they've met some other bad aliens, and they need someone's help to try to deal with them. So they come to get the captain from their historical documents that they love, that they've spent so much time on, and that is Tim Allen. And there's so many funny things about this, because there's also Alan Rickman is kind of like the Spock sort of character. And, he is essentially kind of playing himself, and Tim Allen's kind of playing himself. Because, Alan Rickman's playing, a classically trained Shakespearean actor that's in this cowl, this alien cowl. And, he kind of hates Tim Allen's character. But then in the real movie, there's a lot of, stuff that mirrors that. And then you also have some other a great cast of characters, a really good cast, but especially Sigourney Weaver. She is amazing in this, and she is the sidekick sort of character and kind of love interest for Tim Allen in the show, and then maybe a little bit in the movie too. And then the aliens that they have, they're probably the funniest bits throughout the movie, because they're not human. They have technology that make them look like humans, but they're these octopus creatures. And there's a lot of funny bits with that, and how they move, it's almost like they move like marionettes, and how they speak is not how things speak. And they keep it throughout, it's really entertaining. And the graphics, a lot of them, it's a lot of puppeteering and stuff, and then they also have some early 90s, late 90s CGI. And some of the CGI isn't the best, But I think in general it still kind of holds up. And even the stuff that doesn't look great, it kind of has a certain tone or flavor to it that you don't mind. I mean, there's so many different actors in this, like really young, like even Dwight from The Office appears, but then he's not for the whole movie. And you have like so many great characters, and they all really form a great team. Especially like Sam Rockwell, who kind of plays like the red shirt from the show, and he died on the show. Then now the whole time he's like, I'm gonna die. You don't even know my last name, do you? Like, there's a lot of funny bits, and there's a lot of stuff. I mean, this was 1999. Like, since then we've had a lot more kind of meta style humor, but I mean, back then it was more bombastic. You know, you do a Spaceballs, and Spaceballs is amazing, but this is much more meta. You know, because like it's very interesting. It's very different, and it was directed by Dean Parisot, and it was written by David Howard, and they both did a really good job, you know, at creating this thing. And I really like it's especially, and like I wasn't sure if it was going to hold up. I thought, you know, it's cool that they're doing a documentary about it, but you know, watching it again, it still really does hold up. You know, it's definitely a really good movie, and it's almost like it's a good Star Trek movie. It's one of the better Star Trek movies, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, it's still a lot of fun. I think, you know, something that'd be good for all ages too. Like as an adult, there's a lot more adult humor, but there's nothing too racy or vulgar. And actually, there's some stuff in the documentary about that they cut a lot. But I mean, it's a really fun film that is kind of like before its time, perhaps. But you know, I would really recommend it if you can find it. I know it's there on Blu-ray. I know they released a special 20th anniversary steelbook that I got. But I would probably give it like a 9 out of 10. It's a really fun film. But thanks for watching. You guys play it from my head and subscribe to me at Z over there. Thanks. This has been a Big Z movie review. Thanks for watching.